Hello kids, you're welcome to class. As you all know, the concepts that we normally apply to solving the questions in quantitative reasoning, which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, as well as taking square root of numbers. Here comes example 1. In example 1, we have three numbers which are 6, 9, and 4. Now, assuming 6 is not given to us, what do we do? Now get the 6. For us to get 6, what we'll simply do is that we'll multiply 9 by 4. That is 9 times 4. And 9 times 4 will give us 36. Then we will now take square root of 36. It's something of this nature. Square root of 36, which will give us 6. So that's how 6 was gotten. That takes us straight to our board for demonstration. Assuming 6 was not given to us, what do? We easily have it as 9 times 4. And 9 times 4 gives us 36. Now, next thing we do to get 6 is that we'll take square root of 36. Square root of 36 is equal to 6. So that's how we got our answer. Next, assuming 9 was not given, how do we get our 9? You know originally that this 6 you're having here is not 6 but 36. What you just do is that you have to divide 36 by 4, and 36 divided by 4 is equal to 9. Let's proceed to our demonstration board. We have it as 36 we have it as 36 divided by 4. 36 divided by 4 is equal to 9. I guess that is clear. Now, assuming 4 was not given to us, what do we simply do? We have to divide 36 by 9. And 36 divided 9 is equal to 4. Let's proceed to our demonstration board. We have it as 36 divided by 9, which is equal to 4. That's that for example 1. Let's proceed to example 2. In example 2 here, in question 2, we have a centimeter ruler which has some lines of calibration. Those little lines you are seeing there is called calibration. A tailor makes use of tape. Engineers, like civil engineers, they make use of the steel tape and some other tape. Now, these tape are used for measuring length. You can still sometimes use it for distance, sometimes mostly length. Now, what do we do? The 4 you are seeing here, the 4 here, let's assume it was, this 4 here, let's assume it was 0. Then, after 4, you have a small line close to it. That small line, you count it, assuming the 4 was 0, you count it as 0.1, then the next one becomes 0.2, the next one becomes 0.3, and the one at the middle becomes 0.5. Then when you start proceeding, you see you have it to 0.9, close to 5. Then the last one where you have 5 here becomes 1.0. Then that means you are having from 0.4 to 5 here, assuming this 4 is 0. Then you are having from 0.4 to 5 here, you are having 1 centimeter. Then from 0.5 to 0.6 here, you are having another 1 centimeter, making it 2 centimeter. Then if you proceed to 0.7 here, you are having another 1 centimeter, making it 3 centimeter. Now, Assuming they ask us a question that how far is it from J to K? That is, this is J, this is K. This is simply, when you count from point 8 here, you have 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, 8.4, 8.5. Now, assuming this 8 was 0, assuming the 8 was 0, this one from point 8 to 9, you know it's 1 centimeter. Half of it becomes 0.5. Half of it becomes 0.5 centimeter. So you can easily say from point J to K is 0.5 centimeter. What about if they should ask that how far is it from 11 to 13? You know that the distance, the length from 11 to 12 is 1 centimeter, and 12 to 13 is another 1 centimeter. So from point 11 to 13 is 2 centimeter. So that's how it is being used in measurement. Think in your seniors, in your secondary, you will do more of this when you will be plotting graph and some other work that requires measurement. All right, that leads us straight to example 3. Now, in example 3 here is a mathematical work that has some kind of analogous work being done. Now, if you look at the very first question here, we have 3 times 37. 3 times 37 gives us 111. Then the next one we have 3 times 74 gives us 222. The third one we have 3 times 111 gives us 333. One thing I want you to know is that the difference between 74 and 37 is 37. Also, the difference between 111 and 74 is 37. Now, having known that, you now know that it is just an addition of 37, 37, 37 that makes up the next number. Working with that knowledge, they now ask us in question 4 that 3 times v, and this one here, this sign here at the middle is multiplication sign. That is why you have 3 times 111 that give us 333. So all these signs are multiplication sign, multiplication sign. All of them are multiplication sign. Now, let's go to question number 4, which has 3 times v is equal to 444. You can get it in 2 ways, but the simplest way in which you can use to get this is simply you divide 444, which is this, 444 divided by 3. And 444 divided by 3 will give us 148. I think that leads us straight to our demonstration board for us to get the value of v. So we should look for v. Our v will be equal to 444 divided by 3, which gives us 148. That's v. Now, v has already been gotten to be what? 148. The next one here, we have 3 times w is equal to x, and we don't know w. How do we get w? W is equal to the value of our v plus 37. W is equal to our w will be equal to v, the value of v, plus 37, because the difference between them, each of them is 37. So when you now sum v plus 37, we give you what? W. That leads us straight to our demonstration board. We have W is equal to value of V plus 37, which are the difference between them. Then W is equal to, and our value of V is 148 plus 37. So W is now equal to 185. So that's the value of W. That is clear. Now we've gotten our W to be 185. Now they now say, what is the value of X? You know that W times 3 is equal to X. It simply means the answer we got initially to be W, which is 185. The value of W times 3 will give us X. That leads us straight to our demonstration board. We have X to be equal to 3 times 185, which is the value of W. So X is equal to 555. So 555 is the value of X. Now, what next? We have 3 times 222 gives us 666. What are the two other unknown that we need to look for? Which are the variables? Is Y and Z, or Z, Y and Z. So how do we go about our Y? We know that 3 times Y will give us our Z. And 3Z divided by Y, or Z divided by 3 will give us our Y. Now, how do we get our Y first and foremost? You must recall that 222, which is 222 plus 37 will give us Y. That is, we have it as Y is equal to 222 plus 37. Y is equal to 259. So Y is equal to 259. Y is equal to 259. Now, lastly, what we're looking for now is the value of Z. We're looking for Z. Z now is the unknown. For us to get our Z, we know that it's simply 3 times the value of Y. And we have our Y to be 259. So our Z, proceeding straight to the board, our Z is equal to Y times 3. Z is equal to, and my value of Y is 259. 259 times 3. So Z is equal to 777. I guess that is clear. Hope you enjoyed the class. I hereby anticipate your excellent performance in your quiz as well as your assignments. Do have a lovely day. Bye.